Have you experienced the weirdness of the English language? In this video, we'll look at the next 50 strange words you can use in your IELTS exam. Remember them and try to use them to improve your band score. Okay, first let's start with adjectives. Incisive. Expressing an idea or opinion in a clear and direct way that shows a good understanding of what's important. The guide's incisive comments gave us a new perspective on the painting. Indolent, without real interest or effort. Lazy. I was an indolent creature and could not imagine taking strong action. Inept, not skilled or effective. Alex was always pretty inept at sports. Innate, of a quality, which you are born with or which is present naturally. Potter's most impressive quality was his innate goodness. Insatiable, not easily or impossible to satisfy. Her demand for the Chanel bag was insatiable. Insular, interested only in your own country or group and not willing to accept different or foreign ideas. We believe that this insular approach now needs to be challenged. Intrepid, extremely brave and showing no fear of dangerous situations. Black Panther is an intrepid warrior. Invertebrate, done as a habit and not likely to change. I never trust anything he says. The man is an inveterate liar. Jubilant, happy, merry, joyful and proud, especially because of a success. BTS's fans were jubilant because of Jungkook's performance at the World Cup. Lithe, flexible, moving and bending with ease. He had the lithe body of a ballet dancer. Lurid, causing shock or horror. You can read all the lurid details of the affair in today's paper. Meticulous, very careful and with great attention to every detail. She planned every decorating detail in a meticulous way. Morose, unhappy, annoyed, and unwilling to speak or smile. Why are you so morose these days? Nominal, in name only, not in fact or not as things really are. He's the nominal head of the university. Oblivious, not conscious of something, especially what is happening around you. She was often oblivious to the potential consequences of her actions. Obsequious, too eager to praise or obey someone. They do not need me to be such an obsequious supporter. Obtuse, stupid and slow to understand. I'm not trying to be obtuse, but I don't get it. Quaint, attractive because of being unusual and especially old-fashioned. Quaint buildings in Hanoi are becoming tourist attractions. Rash, careless or unwise, without thought for what might happen as a result. That was a rash decision. Rife, common or happening a lot, especially something unpleasant. Rumours were rife in the office. Salient, most noticeable or important. The professor began to summarize the salient points of the proposal. Staid, serious, boring, and slightly old-fashioned. She never adjusted to her husband's staid lifestyle. Taciturn, silent, tending not to speak much. He was always quiet, reserved, and taciturn. Truculent, unpleasant and likely to argue a lot. He was truculent and difficult to deal with. Venerable, deserving respect because of age, high position, or religious or historical importance. The president is a very venerable man. Wanton, extreme and showing no care at all. He displayed a wanton disregard for the facts. What about the nouns? Let's continue. Knell, the solemn sound of a bell, often indicating death. Maverick, a person who thinks and acts in an independent way. He was considered something of a maverick in the publishing world. Maxim, a short statement of a general truth, principle, or a rule for behavior. She lived by the maxim, do right, risk consequences. Modicum, a small amount of something good, such as truth or honesty. There's not even a modicum of truth in her statement. Myriad, a very large number of something. There's a myriad of insects on the island. Nadir, the worst moment or the moment of least hope. She was at the nadir of her career. Novice, a beginner, a person new to a field or activity. I've never driven a car before, I'm a complete novice. Nuance, a very slight difference in appearance, meaning, or sound. Example, the painter has managed to capture every nuance of the woman's expression. Panacea, something that will solve all problems. Google is not a panacea for all your questions. A penchant, a liking for, an enjoyment of, or a habit of doing something, especially something that other people might not like. He had a penchant for musical experimentation. Perusal, the action of reading through something, especially to find a part that you're interested in. He sent a copy of the report to the professors for their perusal. Plethora, a very large amount of something, especially a larger amount that you need, want, or can deal with. There's a plethora of sugar in that cup of tea. Predilection, the condition of liking something a lot. Koreans often have a predilection for spicy food. Rash, a large number of unpleasant events of the same type. The company has received a rash of complaints over the last 2 months. Serendipity, the fact of finding interesting or valuable things by chance. There is a real element of serendipity in archaeology. Sycophant, someone who praises powerful or rich people in a way that is not sincere, usually in order to get some advantage from them. The Prime Minister is surrounded by sycophants. Umbrage, offence, becoming angry and expressing anger. Maleficent took umbrage when she wasn't invited to the wedding. Zenith, the best or most successful point or time. His career reached its zenith in 2020. To repudiate, to refuse to accept something or someone as true, good, or reasonable. I utterly repudiate those remarks. Refurbish, to make a building look new again by doing work such as painting, repairing, and cleaning. The developers refurbish the house inside and out. Vex, to cause difficulty to someone, or to cause someone to feel angry, annoyed, or upset. The environmental issue looks likely to continue to vex the government. And that's the end of the list of 100 weird words you can use for your IELTS exam. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye and see you next time with more interesting knowledge.